Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Raihan, and now you're listening to Codevcast. What's up, everyone? In this episode, we're having another guest from Pakistan. His name is Saad, and he wants to share his story to become a developer. So, what are you waiting for? Let's hear out.
It's time to depth stories testing.
Okay, my name is Saad Pasta. I'm a junior software developer working at Diya Interactive. Uh, I'm the first Pakistani student to be selected as a Google Coden finalist. I'm also a Google Action developer and a vivid open source contributor. And I'm in high school currently. So that's my intro, I guess.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you, Saad?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good too. Alhamdulillah. First of all, I want to say thank you so much to save your time to have this conversation. I really appreciate that. So glad you
Thank
can
you.
make it.
Thank you for inviting
Okay,
me.
so okay. So what is keeping you busy these days?
So what's keeping me busy these days? So I'm working full time at just the Interactive as a junior software developer, currently working on React and Python, and I'm also a full
Okay.
time student here in Pakistan. I'm currently studying Inter, which is equivalent to high school, I guess. I'm an high school
Mm-hmm.
student and a junior software developer. Right? So these things are keeping me busy these days.
Okay, so basically you're working while learning.
Yes, I'm learning, creating things, and working on my own. That's my stuff. So I'm working full time here. So I'm also contributing in open source communities, and
Uh-huh.
I'm studying also along the side. So that the thing it's very keeping me busy, and I think I have to concentrate more on the studies nowadays because get I don't get. I got a result 2 days back, and it was not
Uh-huh.
good at all. So I need to concentrate more on the studies, I guess.
Oh, okay. So I want to know how you become a developer. I mean, what is makes you to want to be a developer, like learning programming or into programming?
Okay, so it goes back to 2014 or I guess 2015
Uh-huh.
when I was 15 years old or 14 years old, I guess. So I always had a passion and thing for computers. So I wrote my first program at 14 or 15 years old, I guess, in C Sharp and ASP.NET. I worked
Uh-huh.
with that style, and I was currently in O levels. So I had a break in programming for 1 year, and then I started again in the programming, and I go to an institute called Salani Mass ID Training. I learned React, React Native, and Node.js and Express,
Hmm.
all these front end and back end libraries of JavaScript from SMIT, and then I started my career in programming. So when I started my career, so there were not many opportunities for me. So uh,
Uh-huh.
participated in Google Coding. That I become a first finalist. So that competition gave me a bump start in my career. So many companies approach me for the job. So I choose the Interactive, and I'm working here. So after becoming a first finalist of Pakistan, so I contributed more in the open source communities and work more with the open source communities, and
Oh.
I've done many things in the machine learning tasks and a lot of things in the Google Assistant. My machine learning video was trending on LinkedIn in, I guess, AI tab or things, and that is how I get into programming, I guess. Very short, uh, very short and precise. I've already 1 year, I guess, 1 year experience in programming. Not too
Okay.
much, but I'm really contributing in open source and talking and going to
Ah.
stuffs. and
That's great.
keeping up with the community and keeping up with the Pakistani and Karachi community.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So I want to know the Google program that you mentioned. What is that?
Google Coden, yes, Google Coden is an open source competition for 13 to 17 years of students. So I'm
Oh,
currently 18,
okay.
so I can't participate. Yes, so it's starting from 2nd of December. It's open for all over the world. You can participate from wherever you want. If you have children, if you have brothers or sisters, if you have anyone in your family who is 13 to 17 years old, must say that you should ask him to participate. So there are small bite-sized tasks which you have to complete. On completing 3 tasks, you get a T-shirt, and after completing every task, your chances for the finalist and winner increases. So on becoming a finalist, you get a hoodie, T-shirt, and award letter and certificate from Google. And on becoming a winner for any organization, you get a fully paid trip to Google headquarters with one of your parents. So
Oh,
that is what is Google.
oh, that.
Yes, that's a very huge competition, and not a
Uh-huh.
lot of many people know about it.
Oh, yeah, I just heard about it.
Oh, great. So, do you have any sisters or brothers or children that you want to participate?
I guess I want how to become a finalist.
How I became a finalist. So
Yes.
I participated in Google Coding. So you have to choose an organization. So I chose OSIOS as my organization, Australian Open Source Innovation in Technology, I guess. Uh, and then I started contributing in OSIOS organization. So they are bicep stars. I was working on React Native these days. So they have 2 React Native projects going on. So they ask me little tasks. They have problem with the issues. They have build issues
Huh?
too. So you have to fix that thing. So I completed, I guess, 10 to 12 tasks on these 2 repos that included many merge requests, some issues, and I also built a whole new design for the carbon footprint, one of the Osio's React Native project. So that is not something very hard or something very out of the box. It's really simple thing that you have to do if you are very
Okay.
keen to work in the open source community. It's just like Google Summer of Code. I guess you have heard of Google Summer of Code, I guess.
Yeah.
In Google Summer of Code, it's project based, and here in Google Coding, it's task based. Like you have to solve issues on the GitHub like repository. That if some repo has some issues, you have to solve that. If they need a new page in the React Native application, you build that React Native application, new page on that React Native application. So it's simple as that. So that's I completed 9 tasks, and then I was chosen as a finalist.
Oh, that's great.
Thanks.
Okay, so what is your first project that have you create?
Oh, still remember one of my big project I started. It was one of a project that I started. It's what in my early career. So it was an OLX application that I have to build. Similar to OLX application, it was a final project of our SMIT, Selani Mass IT training.
Okay.
So I have to build an OLX application in which it has a feature for offline ads. So if you click on add to favorite, it will go offline and you can view the ad in offline. So it has many features like you can contact the buyer in messaging. It has push notification. It was also the progressive web app. So that was my first project, and that project helped me a lot learn the concept of JavaScript. It was based totally on vanilla JavaScript and Firebase, nothing else in between. So,
Oh.
and yes, and one of my project was is for a Tekken game. I still remember I made that Tekken game on console. It was purely
Uh-huh.
based on console, JavaScript console. So you select a character, and you click. Console asks you what you want to go with: kick, fist, or jump. So if you clicked on kick, your player hit another player kick, and that minus the health and all that stuff. It was purely on JavaScript console. That was also a nice project.
Interesting. So, how many languages that have you learned, and what is your most favorite?
I've in my career when I started from 14 years to I guess 18 years, I've learned C Sharp, ASP.NET, JavaScript, and Python.
Okay. Wow, so
And
many.
my not so many, I guess. I have to learn many of these. And my favorite one is JavaScript, I guess.
JavaScript, I
I
guess.
love
Yeah.
JavaScript.
Yeah.
You can do many things in JavaScript, and it's
Yeah,
very
agree, agree.
relatively very yes, it's relatively very easy from other programming languages. You can do the web, you can do the mobile, you can do machine learning, you can do AI, you can do a lot of stuff, and currently you can do the web AR stuff, augmented reality stuff on the web also with JavaScript.
Yeah, I agree. I'm so agree about that.
Yes, so JavaScript is the new booming language, new crazy language that is going to explode anytime soon, I guess.
So, what are your tips to being a happy programmer and a productive programmer?
Happy programmer and a quality programmer.
Uh-huh.
I guess in becoming a happy programmer, I guess you should do the stuff that you like. If you are
Okay.
love working with the front end, you should go with the front end, and if you love working with the back end, go with the back end. And and do the stuffs like contribute to the open source communities, work with the communities, your local communities. It will help you boost a lot of confidence, and it will help you meet new peoples that will make you happy, that you will be meeting your likely minded people, so that will also keep you happy. So if you are working in your room and doing stuff, and you are not connecting with anyone in the community, that will not help you, I guess. So you should interact with the community, and that is the thing that will make you a happy developer, I guess.
Okay, interacting with other developers, right?
Yes, I guess that is the thing to become a happy developer from my perspective, I guess.
Okay, so what productive programmer? Like we have to contribute.
For quality becoming a quality programmer, I think it takes time. I guess it takes time to become a quality programmer. Yes, I guess
Okay.
you have to get, you have to work with companies, you have to work with people, more people, and there's a thing in contributing open source, also contributing open source community, also that make you a quality programmer. But in my perspective, I guess it takes time from becoming a junior software developer to a senior one, and to a quality
Okay.
programmer. I guess it's take time and practice. I guess the more you
Uh-huh.
practice, the more good you are as a developer.
Okay, that's good. So, what is the most challenging things that you ever face when become a developer?
What is the most challenging thing I've ever faced? So I still remember the Redux part when you are learning the Redux first time. So that is the pain really
Okay.
for the one with the React experience. So I guess that is the most challenging part. I have to learn the Redux, and after that there are lots of many hurdles in between that you have to cross. Like after learning HTML and CSS, you have to cope with the JavaScript. That what is happening, what are all those variables,
Mhm.
what is happening, what is the function, because as a newbie you have to face all these obstacles, but with the time it become relatively easy for you, and the features and the bugs, and it's become a joy for working with the bugs and working in a tough environment and working out. It's become a relatively easy thing for you as you grow, but for a newbie, I guess it's a pain when you are doing new stuffs and you are playing with the JavaScript, and you are creating a callback hell, and there's a function, and what is this? I say I've seen many new ones to the programmer. They are just, they say but I can't do it anymore, but just it's the end. Many hurdles that I have come across, and I still remember one thing was that where to start. So not many people know where to start if I want to become a web
Mhm.
developer. So not
Yeah.
many people know where should I start. So that is the most, I think, most common hurdle in every developer life, that if you want to become a data scientist, where should I start? So I think the answer is online on the web, but not many people want to search it. Not many people want to go with it, that like searching stuff and getting their own. They want to be spoon feeded, that
Ah,
this is the website you want to go to to become a data scientist. And I think that is not the way. You have to search many things. You have to go with new projects. You have to learn from different website. You have to learn from different thesis, and you have to learn from different videos. So I guess that is also a hurdle in the developer life, that is where to start and where to learn from. So there's a lot of Coursera project videos, courses. There are a lot of Udemy courses, and there are a lot of other courses. So
uh,
what to choose from, I guess. So what should you choose from? That is the main hurdle, I guess.
yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of agree with you. Kind of people that want to jump into programming, they didn't know where they start. They didn't know where should I jump first. What is your motivation, or what is your advice for people out there, our listener that want to become a developer?
My advice will be to all the developer that set a goal,
Uh-huh.
that what you want to achieve in one day, what you want to achieve in 1 week, what you want to achieve in 1 month, and what you want to achieve in 1 year. So setting a goals help you a lot. So if your goal is not set, you will be working in wrong direction, and you will be doing nothing the whole day, and your whole day will be wasted. So I guess you should make a goal. Say if
Oh,
in 1 day I have to finish this task. In the 1 week I have to learn this concept of JavaScript and this concept of Python. In 1 month I have to learn JavaScript. In 1 month I have to build up this project. In 1 year I have to learn these two languages. And set a goal for 5 year also, that in 5 year I want to be as a Google intern, or as a Facebook employee. So I guess
uh-huh.
for becoming a developer, learning things is not that hard. Setting a goal is hard. So set a goal for 1 day, set a goal for 1 week, set a goal for 1 month. So setting a goal help you a lot. If you're not setting goals and just working in any direction, that will not help you in any case. So my advice to the developer will be, if you are new developer learning, like I'm learning myself. So I guess you should start with setting a goal. Start setting
Okay.
a goal, and that will help you a lot.
Start with a goal. Okay, that's great. So I want to ask, as a programmer, what is your the biggest achievement?
My biggest achievement would be, I say, becoming a Google Coden finalist.
Uh-huh.
And I was goal oriented to that, because after completing 3 tasks, I was like that I want to become a winner. I want to become a winner or a finalist. So I become the winner, and that helped me a lot in giving a boom start to my career. And then I guess my
Okay.
second achievement would be speaking at the Deaf Fest. So recently I spoke at the Deaf Fest Karachi, and the whole class was houseful, and people were standing outside also. So I guess that is also one of my achievement. And in year 2019, it has given me a lot of things. So my one of my portfolio open source work, one of my dev folio that is the repository name on GitHub, and it has crossed over 150 stars. So I guess that is also one of my achievement. And yes, 2019 has been a great year for me. A lot of new things to learn, and I got a job in 2019, an internship in 2019, becoming a Google Coding finalist, and speaking at the Dev Fest Karachi. So that is also one of my achievement, at speaking at the Dev Fest. And there are a lot of achievement in 2019 as an year, because I've done a lot of things in 2019, a lot of new
Uh-huh.
languages.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, what are your hope and dreams for the next?
My dream would be to get into Google. Yes, so that is my next dream. So I'm currently in high school. I want to get in the university, and then my biggest goal would be to get into Google. So I
Wow.
that is my biggest. So that is my biggest dream ever, to get into Google.
Haha. That's great. How about Google Developer Expert?
Yes, that is also a thing, I guess. So I also want to become a Google developer expert.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having this conversation. Thanks again, Saad Pasta.
Thank you. Yes, I guess you caught me right, Saad Pasta, and thank you, Ryan, for inviting me. Thank you so much.
Okay, I hope you have a great career and all your dreams and hopes come true.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, good luck for your career.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So that's it for today. Thanks for listening. See you in the next episode. I'm Raihan. Have a good day. Hope you're doing well. Stay healthy and salam. Bye bye. Peace.